Totals for yesterday's meal, or meals in the entirety of yesterday, are protein 198 grams, fat was only 134, carbs were only 9 grams. So with the Saturday protein overfeeding that I did with the mutant whey shake at the end and then the 8-ounce portion of the beef, still protein was still under 200 grams. I underate fat, only 134 grams, so still not very impressive. However, I'm gonna do my blood ketones on my Precision Extra blood ketone monitor. And my hypothesis would have been that I drank the mutant shake and then I had the high bolus of protein with the 12-ounce patty, that it would kick me out of ketosis from the insulin. So we're gonna see where I'm at. So here's the blood ketone strips, which are anywhere from like $3 to $6 per strip. So it's not the cheapest testing method, but it's accurate. So we're gonna plug this in here. Now remember, Dr. Jeff Volek and Stephen Finney, that wrote a couple low carb books, say that anything over 0.5 is considered nutritional ketosis. So if I'm over 0.5 millimolars, then I'm in nutritional ketosis. So usually throughout the week I've been about 1 to 1.2. So we'll see if that meal kicked me out, and I'll show you right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt that bad. It just hurts Rachel.
Just because you're kind of aggressive with it.
Yeah. But you got to make sure to get enough blood, because these things are not cheap. And you don't want to waste the stick, because like I said, they're 3. That might not be enough. Okay, there we go. What a mess. Takes like 10 seconds to count down. It's not the quickest. It's less quick than a glucometer. Oh, exactly 0.5. So nonetheless, even with the higher protein intake before bed, I'm still in nutritional ketosis. And there you have it for yesterday's meals. Like I said, I wasn't feeling well. Rachel felt pretty good though. How was your pizza? Your donuts? Good. We should tell. Well, I'm pretty sure you'll be kicked out. But anyway, I'll test this in front of you guys more often midweek too, when I'm in deeper ketosis as well. But that's why I like the protein overfeeding, because it doesn't throw you off really, because you're still kind of right back into the scheme of things the next day. But carbs usually takes me
3 days.
about 2 to 3 days afterwards to get back in there. But it could be less and less as I get more fat adapted as the months or weeks go on. We are at, where are we at? BJ's?
Yeah.
BJ's, it's not a bar and grill, or is it a bar and grill? BJ's. We just did cardio for 30 minutes. This is the day after my protein feeding, Rachel's cheat meal.
My donuts. They didn't feel that good this morning. So I'm happy to be back eating better.
We got the Cobb salad here. They do a good job so far from what I see. A really good portion. And it's 3:40, so I haven't even eaten yet. So first meal of the day is at 3:40 p.m. Just having you tag along to see what we're eating the day after.
I've been fasting most of the day and then eating one big meal. Maybe I'll have a couple snacks throughout the day, but I like eating one big meal a day.
Yeah, the way it's worked out, I've been kind of naturally eating around 2 p.m. just naturally, but as you can see, it varies because it's already past 3 p.m. So things happen with your schedule. So meal 1, BJ's Cobb salad. It's about that time. It's leg day. Still don't feel 100%. My stomach feels bloated and kind of gross, so I'm sure putting on a tight weight belt will feel wonderful, but we're gonna get some legs done this evening on a Sunday evening, so the crowd's not too crazy, but we're gonna do what I've been doing and just do a lot of squat movements first and then see how I feel after that. What that means is barbell back squats is the mandatory, and then moving on to Smith squats once I'm fatigued, and then reverse hack squats, squat variations, and then all the ancillary stuff at the end, like extensions and hamstrings. So you'll get to see what I do. think that's a wrap for all the squatting movements, guys. My lower body's cramping. My like glutes and my hips and all that stuff's locking up, so those reverse squats are killing me. The Smith squats kill me, so I'm gonna move in to see if I can do some hamstrings or leg extensions, but my body's really cramped up from being sick, so everything kind of hurts. So that's all I could do. I don't want to push it and hurt myself. As you can see, the range of motion's been off and on and sketchy, so that's that. We're gonna try to do some burnout work with extensions or ham curls and stuff, so here we go. All right, I have a confession. This diet that I'm on is not ideal for highly anaerobic glycolytic work that depends on a lot of glycogen, because I didn't do my carb up yesterday and I'm literally gassing out very early. And I'll be the first now to tell you that low carbs is not optimal for higher volume training, leg training. And it's what I have noticed it's good for is aerobics. So oxygen, lower capacity whenever you're using fat for fuel. But this, I'm telling you right now, guys, if you don't carb up on the weekend after you're fat adapted like I did yesterday, you feel it. So I'm done like that. My leg extension, I had ATP zapped out, creatine, phosphate stores, everything's depleted. I'm done. So I'm worthless. I'm gonna call this a wrap. Plus I don't feel good and I'm cramping. How was your workout with the pizza, Rach?
Oh.
Was it good?
Extra donuts.
Did you feel it? Did you feel a difference in performance at all, or no?
It's hard to say because like I can't do legs and stuff right now.
Okay.
Because of my surgery, so.
I noticed a big difference when I don't carb up. So there you have it, guys. You guys wonder if there's. I'm not gonna lie, my strength's down and everything if I miss a carb up on the weekend. So.
I'm not doing intense anything just because I have like one more month before I can kind of do any kind of thing intense.
I lied, I did single leg hamstrings, but we didn't film it because it wasn't really that exciting to film. Only eating 2 meals. What time is it right now, Rach? Like 9:30 or 10. So I do need to eat more, even though I'm not trying to change anything. But I can already tell I'm just so fatigued. What are you eating for dinner when you get home, Rach?
I don't even know what there is.
There's a lot of grass-fed burgers. All right, so do you want to go anywhere and get anything to eat?
Why? No, we already ate out today.
All right, I think I'm just so thirsty that I'm craving a diet soda. All right, we'll see what I'll grab at home. Some damn protein and fat. All right, guys, so yesterday you saw me test the blood ketone one day after the protein overload, and my level was in nutritional ketosis, so 0.5 millimoles. So now it's a day after that, and I'm gonna show you where I'm at as far as nutritional ketosis level, and I'm gonna do my blood test again, and then I'm also gonna do a blood test with my glucometer to show you my waking glucose level. So first off, my urine strip indicated that I'm pretty in deep ketosis according to the urine. So we're gonna see now what the blood is one day later. So bust up one of these expensive ass things. The glucose test strips are a lot cheaper. They're like 40 cents or less per strip, whereas these are like $3 to $6 for the ketone ones. So it's not something you want to do all the time because it adds up. So here we go. Let's see what it is. Remember, it takes 10 seconds for this thing to load. The glucometer one's immediate. It's like 4 seconds. So 1.9. So 0.5 yesterday, 1.9 today. That's in pretty deep ketosis according to the urine and the blood. So it's a done deal. I'm fat adapted again. And we will also test the glucose to see what my blood glucose is fasted along to coincide with the blood ketone, just for curiosity's sake. It's a different monitor. Here's the glucose strips now. Much cheaper. And I'm gonna have to poke myself again. So this thing's ready to rock immediately. And that'll be plenty of blood. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it takes 4 seconds, so. $79. So that's a very healthy fasted blood glucose level. So you can see it kind of works in concert. Whenever your blood ketones are elevated in nutritional ketosis, your blood glucose is usually in a really healthy range. Usually it's not both high. You usually don't have high blood ketones and high blood sugar, because that would be ketoacidosis to a certain extent. Obviously you'd need impaired pancreas and to be type 2 diabetic. But what I have noticed is that my blood sugar is always regulated, even like postprandial, so after a meal. It's usually back to baseline within 45 minutes to an hour, whereas if I were to have a carbohydrate-laden diet, it would take probably 2 hours or 2.5 hours to baseline. If I was bulking, maybe longer, because my glycemic load, it'd have more of a bolus per serving, because I'd be gaining or eating for mass, so it'd even take longer. So it's kind of cool. You're almost even keel the whole day. You only have fluctuations. It'll maybe go up to 120, your blood sugar, and then back down to like 90 within 1 hour. So your insulin's relatively low, and you can get and kind of do bust-ass new cardio any time of day and be low insulin and burn fat. So there you guys have it. 1 day after, or 2 days after the protein overfeeding. It's Monday today. The protein overfeeding was Saturday, and I'm deeply back into it. So that's kind of the perk of over consuming protein instead of carbs for like a refeed or a higher calorie day, because you're right back into nutritional ketosis like immediately. Trying out a new place. It's 10 o'clock post chest workout, and we're gonna get a salad at Henry's American Grill. Same old shit, guys. We're gonna see what they have to offer. Rachel's got to ring the doorbell, so she's hollering and yelling at me. Strength sucks. I feel zapped. Skipping that carb refeed is imperative. So, see if we can eat a little bit of salad with a bunch of ranch. So if you guys can see, the salads have a choice to come with grilled steak, so that's amazing. And their burgers are solo, so you can get burger, no sides, so you can peel the bun, add extra meat. That's pretty badass. And then you can add extra sauerkraut and extra meat. So this place is pretty accommodating for low carb or cheat, whatever. But I'm probably gonna hook up the Cobb salad with added seared steak. What are you gonna get, Rach?
Maybe a Reuben with no bread, or
Peel bread Reuben, that'd be pretty innovative.
See,
Would. Alright, they didn't have the steak, they just had breakfast steak, so I had to go with standard chicken. Well, here's the Cobb salad, no biggie. But Rachel over here, boom. Breadless Reuben sandwich, no bread. Side salad. Rachel's a genius. Babe, the sauerkraut, pastrami, and cheese, that's it?
yep.
Oh man. What a smart little wife. Well,
why
I got the
but
same
I
old
eat,
Cobb
like-
salad.
I think that's why I end up getting my urine ends up testing better, or no, my blood ketones end up testing better, because I end up eating way more fat than he does.
Actually, they don't test better. Your urine is darker, but my bloods are actually usually higher.
My blood's higher faster than yours.
Yeah, you get into maybe. Yeah, maybe. What's up, everyone? It's been a few days, 5 days maybe, since starting the oxyandrolone cycle. 37.5 milligrams a day. It's just been a couple days. I haven't really felt anything. I don't really notice like a difference, or any placebo actually. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know if anything much over the TRT will manifest from this. Who knows? Hopefully. I haven't really noticed a better pump per se, because I did bypass last Saturday's carb up because I was sick prior, and then I didn't feel like I earned the carb up or the cheat meal, so I bypassed that, which I, in retrospect, kind of regret because, man, my energy tanked the next day. I think I did legs perhaps the next day, and I noticed my endurance and everything just dropped. Because every week we have been doing a cheat, whether it's a full-out cheat with fats and carbs or just like a protein overload, which spills over into some glucose and glycogen. I had a little bit of a protein feeding, like a protein shake, but not much. I had like 12 ounces of nothing significant. So I definitely felt that. I don't think I'm going to feel the strength of this oxandrolone little mild cycle, just because a ketogenic diet is just not about strength. In fact, it's really about overall internal health and perhaps weight loss, fat loss, because to be completely honest with you, it is not good for growing muscle, and I don't think it's good for workout performance. Workout performance, meaning increasing your strength, having productive, voluminous training sessions, equates in and of itself, that part equates to muscle growth. So if you're cutting that part short, plus you're cutting muscle growth a little bit short from lack of insulin levels, perhaps lack of IGF-1, all that stuff, it is just not the ideal diet to grow muscle and to be the best bodybuilder you can be. But I'm doing this just for an experiment. I'm just kind of seeing what I can do with the ketogenic diet and seeing how it affects internal health and all that stuff. But yeah, performance definitely is hindered. Nothing much on the ANAVAR. I mean, I don't know. I feel the same. I haven't really changed my body. I'm still 240, 241. And I will say that my appetite maybe has picked up more. I don't know. You would think an oral, even though it's low dose, would maybe hinder it because a little bit of a liver toxicity effect. But I think my appetite's picked up a little bit, but it could be also because I bypassed the carb up. So anyway, right now I'm at home actually building my friend, one of my best friends who's not bodybuilder, not involved in the fitness industry. He actually wants to improve his health and improve his blood work. And he's just been a childhood friend. I'm actually going to create a ketogenic based diet for him. Irony of that is we've been best friends for a long time, but our lifestyles change and we kind of separate as time goes on with our relationships with other people and whatnot, but we're still remaining in close contact. And he learned about the ketogenic diet not through me. He listened to a Joe Rogan radio podcast and called me up and asked me if I knew anything about it. And it's just kind of funny because we live separate lives, and he's not in the fitness industry, but it's like, dude, like, hello. I train people all over, and I'm very well versed in nutrition. It's like, so anyway, it was kind of funny that he learned about that through Joe Rogan, and I ironically do that diet, and I know that diet rather well in and out. And so I'm going to help him and try to get him programmed on point and improve his health and lose weight and all that stuff. So I'm going to build that. And I'm also, when I have some type of pastime, the emails aren't through the roof, I'm going to watch I'm a geek, so I'm going to watch the 98 Olympia when Ronnie first won and upset Flex Wheeler. And so I'm watching that right now. It's paused. I'm doing this video, but it's hella 90s. So, it's good old bodybuilding days, in my opinion, the best era. So that's what we're going to do, is build a plan from a friend and watch some 98 Olympia, which is epic. I also have the 93 Olympia where Dorian came with like unprecedented mass, like 255 pounds, which was at that time unheard of. So that's what I like to do. I'm just a dork. So there we go.
This shit is sick. I gotta film this. First call out. Ronnie never been in the top 5 at this point. 3 men called out: Nasser, Ronnie, and Flex. Ronnie must feel amazing right now. Wow. How big Nasser is. 285 pounds. This is history right here. Ronnie's gonna seal the deal with his mass plus conditioning hardness. Flex is probably going to show his weakness right here from the glutes and the hamstrings, if I had to guess or remember correctly. Wow. There it is. Nasher looks good. Flex knows. Yep. Upper back sick on Flex.
Last spread.
Ah, this is a good video. About time. I've been craving this cauliflower mash from my wife for months now, since Josh was here, I think 3 months ago. So here we are, step one, chopping up the cauliflower on the cutting board.
Well, rinsing it first.
Rinsing it. Don't be lazy, rinse it. We have full fat sour cream, no light, no fat free, like all my other old videos used to have. Raw milk cheese, Parmesan cheese. She's got a grade in that new little device that she was very excited to buy me and surprise me with. Thanks, Rach. Sorry I didn't give you the response you were looking for whenever you bought it for me. But now I'll be really excited if it works out good. So this is step one. She's cutting it up. Here's the, and then she has organic chives, of course, we'll mix in there. And we're gonna let this all come together and show you what it's all about. And it's high fiber. You get the benefits of the cauliflower, obviously what's inside the cauliflower as far as the nutrients, and then of course it's ketogenic because it's high fat and there's no carbs. Well, fiber, but that's it. You measure the butter, or you just put it in there?
Dumped it in.
A shitload of butter.
I like butter.
Steamed cauliflower, soft. We're about ready to throw it in the Vitamix.
Maybe I can use my big ass ladle.
My cereal spoon I used to use when I was bulking. Yeah. How much can you fit in there? The whole deal?
Yeah, it's not that much. It's 2 heads.
I'll be damned.
Oh, keep
I
stirring
want
that.
this bad boy to...
Slowly
Dude,
stir it.
you think you got enough mother effing butter?
You know, I like a lot of butter.
I mean, how much of this mash is, how many servings? This is like ridiculous. I don't even get that much cauliflower. Careful. I have a guard on.
You can film now if you want.
Oh, I've been doing it. There should be measurements though. You don't need to measure.
I used a lot more cauliflower than I usually do.
All this thing is just butter and sour cream with the looks of it. There's barely any cauliflower. I mean, give me a break, man. Like, I know this is a high-fat diet, but you don't need to really just like do that much. It's kind of fucking ridiculous. Because once that cauliflower condenses, it's not going to be that much. It's ridiculous. To the viewers, this could be a catastrophe.
I don't know why it would be a catastrophe.
Well, we're gonna taste when it's done. Our stomach doesn't turn from all the fat. Oh, delicious! It'll be like this sour cream spread. So shoving the raw Parmesan cheese, raw milk Parmesan cheese in the grater. Grating some Parmesan onto the whipped cauliflower, which has the sour cream in it. No butter yet. Cheese first. And once again, I think we're just gonna eyeball it. What does it say, half cut, Rach?
Quarter.
Quarter cut?
But I used more of everything.
Yeah, you definitely did. I think the least ingredient in here is cauliflower. It actually would be last on the list on a nutrition ingredient facts panel. First ingredient would be sour cream. Second, butter. Put the cauliflower mixture in the microwave to melt the Parmesan cheese. And now we're putting in the chives. Got the brown butter, nice and brown.
Well, I think maybe you should put it on your own.
Fuck, you just put that in there. It's just deliciousness. I mean, I don't think, could you actually ruin something with too much butter? Is that possible?
Maybe.
Well, we're gonna find out.
That's good. good.
This keto. Oh, look, but that's like the goods.
No.
That's the goods.
No, it's not. You burnt it.
All right. Well, here you guys have seen and witnessed my favorite non-starch, non-carbohydrate dish that mimics and replicates the damn starch. It really does. How can you go wrong with cheese, sour cream, butter, full fat? All right, enjoy this video. We're gonna enjoy the actual food. In case you guys are wondering, this is how I'm eating my cauliflower mash. Mashed up grass-fed beef with cauliflower mash by Chef Rachel. It's 12 a.m., meal 3. After training by a couple hours. This is what I'm doing. And I'm very excited to eat this mashed potato replica. Looks good. I can mash this all together, make it like a little mixture. It's gonna be delicious. There you have it. Let's take you through a day of eating. It's been, I don't know, about a week into the oxandrolone, and it's 3:15 p.m. I have not eaten yet, just because I've been very busy with getting things organized for the Arnold Classic next week, having some issues. We'll just leave it at that. We're gonna do first, I'm gonna show you my secret ketogenic nut butter that I actually just randomly make sometimes. And you know what? I don't measure anything. I just kind of throw a bunch of crap in there that fits what I deem ketogenic, and it's delicious. So I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna make it homemade. Obviously I have the Vitamix. So first things first, we have unrefined coconut oil, Trader Joe's, very affordable. I melted it, okay? I melted a good amount. I don't know how much amount or the exact amount. I just scooped it up, put it in there as is. Nothing's calculated, as you guys know, because I just don't want to worry about it. So here's the liquid component. So the MCTs, the coconut oil, is going into the base of the Vitamix. Next we have pumpkin seeds, raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds, good for health. Ketogenic, it's a seed that is high fiber. Majority of the carb is fiber, so it's ketogenic. Just gonna dump a little in there like so. Gives the nut butter a nice green look. Next on the ketogenic nut menu, we have walnuts, raw walnuts. Walnuts obviously are a somewhat inefficient source of omega-3. I believe it has to convert over, just like flax seeds. So we're gonna do some raw walnuts. But once again, they're more ketogenic because the net carbs are very low on this type of a nut because of the fiber content. So it's more higher fat, lower protein. And the protein's low too. So I try to not eat so many almonds and no peanuts. Definitely no cashews. So we got some walnuts in there. Next I have some hazelnuts. So raw hazelnuts. Once again, it fits the criteria. I think the flavor of hazelnut's pretty dang good too. Nothing compares to macadamia nut oil or macadamia nuts, but hazelnuts are pretty darn good. Do that. I actually have some coconut chips, raw coconut chips. We're just going all coconutted out with the oil. We got the chips, a little something, something there. And I'm gonna add some more fat in the form of macadamia nut oil. You all know that macadamia oil is actually higher in omega-9 monounsaturated fats than olive oil. Higher smoke points, you can cook with it. No measuring, just throwing some shit in there. This is gonna be a potent nut butter. Hell, I would even melt some grass-fed butter and throw that shit in there too. So let's see what we have. I might add a little bit more. I just don't want to stop up the Vitamix. I guess we can add some more. Really, pumpkin seeds are great. I think they might be the healthiest thing here. Maybe walnuts, I don't know. It's a close toss-up between those two. So we're gonna start there. We're gonna try to get this thing going. This is the pain in the ass part. You have to have, of course, something to sift it through and keep it going, but a lot of times this will overheat. And actually the Vitamix is smart. It has a built-in system where it stops. If things aren't churning and it overheats, it actually, electrical signal goes in there where it just stops the machine, shuts it down so it can cool off. Hopefully that doesn't happen because we do have quite a bit of oil in there to keep things churning. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh, it's very oily. I got enough oil in there for sure. There's the end concoction, guys. There's my keto butter. Little green tint from the pumpkin seeds. There you have it. I did add a little bit of stevia, about 4 drops. A little bit of Himalayan pink salt. This is the delicious, ultra fattening, more fortified with fat because you saw the damn oil that I dropped in there. Macadamia nut oil and coconut oil. And there it is. Now we're gonna move on to whatever the hell I'm having for meal 1 at 3:30 p.m. on Friday. Meal 1 is 4 ounces, because I'm weighing it, because of you guys. I grabbed a 4-ounce patty there, melted my favorite cheese, Havarti. This is nothing special, not grass-fed or whatever, but I don't think it's pure crap. So Havarti dill, or maybe it's just Havarti, melted over the 4-ounce patty, Brussels sprouts, Rachel's homemade cauliflower mash, which God knows how much sour cream and butter went in there, so there's no way I can calculate that. I'm gonna do my best to tabulate this meal to give you some totals. Sprouts, and I think I still might have, I'm pretty hungry. I might still have some coconut butter and spoon out like a tablespoon or 2 of this and then jot down my meals for you. Meal 1, 3:30 p.m. I gotta just show you guys the deliciousness. I just busted into this after the microwave and it's still red and overflowing with juices. That's delicious. With Rachel's sprout or her cauliflower. And in fact, I can mash this up and put it into the cauliflower mash and kind of make a like little blend. This doesn't look as pretty, but anyway, this meal is delicious. I just wanted to share how beautiful the pink red was for the meat. Besides my delicious meal 1, Rachel has a cool shirt on.
I love Friday.
You can't have fries.
Tomorrow we can have fries, but we're gonna have pizza. I had barbecue today from Holy Smokes Barbecue. They dropped it off at my hair salon while Emily was doing my little hairs.
What the fuck is Holy Smokes? Sorry, excuse my language. What the heck is Holy Smokes Barbecue?
It's this guy, he has a catering business, and then he comes in on Wednesdays and Fridays and sometimes Saturdays. Saturdays he has collard greens.
Okay, what did you have there? How much did it cost?
I posted on my Instagram, it was $10 and I had a beef brisket and
No sugar,
green
no
bean-
brown sugar, no dry rub?
No rub,
always-
it's all smoked, and then he does his own barbecue sauce, and I said no barbecue sauce, and then
What'd it come with?
green beans. Oh, you can choose your side, and I chose
Buttery green beans or bacon?
green beans, and I asked him to put butter on it.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's $10. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's delicious.
Okay. Thank you for the information. Maybe we'll go there sometime. Times. Black Bear Diner. I think it's a pretty known place, so gonna make this place work. Now it's even later. Let's see what we get. Got the eggs. So we do omelet. Are there omelets here, Rach? I think there is.
Yeah, tons.
There we go. Shaboom. What I'm thinking, not the Cobb salad, but something different. Bacon cheeseburger salad. Your choice of patty, bacon, dill pickle. I'll exchange the Thousand Island for some ranch to get rid of the ketchup.
Bacon ranch.
Yeah. This menu is very extensive and looks good. Soon you will see. All right, guys, we got the hamburger salad, and I did a combination of bacon ranch and blue cheese. Half blue cheese, half bacon ranch dressing because I like different tastes. And then I did blue cheese crumbles instead of cheddar cheese. We did a side of sausage.
Linguica. It's
Linguica,
Portuguese.
don't know how to pronounce it. And Rachel got the, what'd you get? What scramble?
Mexican scramble with 5 sour cream.
With 5 sour cream for the extra fat. So there is the meal at Black Bear Diner, and I'm excited for this hamburger salad. And it's like 10 now, meal 2. Still hungry, guys. It's 11 o'clock. Back in Black Bear, I'm snacking on dry, uncured hot Italian salami, no nitrates, blah, blah, blah. nutrition, 10 grams of fat for 1 ounce, 6 grams of protein. Shit's approved. Variety of cheeses. Focus. All grass-fed, I believe, for the most part. That's delicious, whatever this is. Grass-fed cows, blah, blah, blah. Some more. This is Monterey, I think. This is some special cheese that Rachel likes. And I'm just picking at this with the salami. I will tally up what I randomly pick and add it to the equation or the totals. So 11 o'clock, this might be my last bit of food tonight, so it'll only be like 2 meals and a snack. But of course, always adding lemon to the water. You gotta have lemon to the water. Lowers blood glucose, increases alkalinity in the blood. Lemon's great on meals too. There it is, guys. And we're gonna go over the totals tomorrow. But remember, it's gonna be a little bit inaccurate totals just because Rachel's cauliflower mash is like unmeasurable. And so was, you know, the salad I had with the hamburger salad was a little weird. So we'll do our best. All right, guys, it's Saturday morning. It's been 2 weeks since I've had a cheat meal or refeed. As you know, last week I was sick and skipped it. Here's my ketone strip, urine strip. So it's rather dark. Prior in the week, like 4 or 5 days ago, I was rather dark and also tested in the 2 range here. So we're going to test my blood ketones here. Put in a new battery, and here we go. 3.0. That's a very good deep nutritional ketosis number. As you can see, the urine stick is very dark purple. So I have been in deep nutritional ketosis, actually more so from skipping the cheat last week. So this is kind of a deeper range. Like I said, you want to be over 0.5 millimolars. So 3.0 is well into a nutritional ketotic state. And we're going to refeed and cheat hard tonight because I feel low on energy. So there you have it. 2 weeks later, Saturday, there's my urine test strip and my blood test strip, or my blood reading. And we're going to go over my calories from yesterday too. All right, guys, let's go over the totals for yesterday's meals. Remember, I only got in 3 meals and we went out to eat. And my meals were, if you recall, first meal was at 3:30 p.m. and it was 4 ounces of 90-10 grass-fed burger, 1 slice of Havarti cheese, 2 tablespoons of coconut butter. That was 35 grams of protein, 38 grams of fat, trace carbs. Then I didn't eat all the way till like 9:30 p.m., second meal, and that was the Black Bear Diner, the hamburger or the cheeseburger salad, bacon salad. And from what I gathered from the internet, it says it was 30 grams of protein and 60 grams of fat. Pretty large amount of fat there, but even larger as we go on to the last meal. Then I snacked on salami and nut butter and cheese and avocado pretty much at 12 a.m. because I was still hungry after the Black Bear Diner salad. That calculated out a whopping 100 grams of fat. Wow, it's a big fat bolus in a sitting, and 32 grams of protein. So my totals for yesterday for those 3 meals, more like 2 meals and a huge snack, 97 grams of protein and 198 grams of fat. There you have it, just another day. But tonight, we're gonna cheat because I didn't cheat last week and I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to fill out and get some damn strength back and put that glycogen to work the next coming days after the cheat. So we're gonna get some Goradani's or I don't even know how to pronounce it, some awesome Chicago style pizza place that Rachel found. We're gonna go there, get some ice cream, we're gonna bring you along with us, and I'm just gonna freaking be in bliss. All right, guys, I got some grass-fed lamb. Haven't had this before. Have no idea how it tastes. I was just bored, so I bought it. I'm gonna cook it conveniently, actually, in the oven. I'm not gonna do anything fancy and sear it with butter on the skillet and then put it in the oven. I'm just gonna put the crap in the oven because we got to go work out before our cheat session tonight. So I'm going to show you the aftermath of this. Hopefully I don't barf and I can eat all this stuff without wasting it. It's just not too familiar with lamb, but I just thought I would try it out. So we're going to go throw it in the oven. Only eaten 1 meal so far. It is my cheat day, so it's unorthodox and things are just kind of scattered. So, all right, guys, lamb burgers are done. Grass-fed lamb burgers. Hella grease. Nice grass-fed oil. So They're nice and juicy, they're nice and thick, fat, and they're going to continue to cook. So they're a little medium rare, and they look pretty good. So not too bad for the oven, but yeah, they're pretty damn greasy, as they should be, as it's 85%, 15% lean. So there's the grass-fed lamb burgers. I'm going to be eating these interchangeably, just like my beef, 85-15. There you have it. So we're heading in to do legs on Saturday, pre-cheat meal. My back hurts since back day. I think at the one arm roast, I pulled something, so I don't know how squats are gonna go. That's why I got my waist belt squat with me, and we're gonna try to hopefully set that up on like a T-bar row in the corner, and that could put less pressure on my lower lumbar and whatnot. So I don't know how much we're gonna film. I don't think I feel that good. I'll be just doing the same workout I pretty much did last time. Back squat, Smith squat, reverse hacks if I can, and then we'll film the belt squats. And then we'll film the delicious food that we're gonna eat. Finished doing squats like last workout. I did Smith squats first because it's what was open. Then I did back squats, and my back actually felt pretty good. Went up to 365, and that didn't feel that good, but I had a temptation to go to 4 plates or 405. Then I contemplated, then I realized if I hurt myself, how mad I'd be at the Arnold and depressed in a bad mood. So I'm proud of myself for withholding. So now we're gonna do this squat machine. We're gonna do this instead of a reverse hack squat. And then I'm gonna show you the waist squat or the belt squat now. Ritual every time we get done with our workout on our cheat day, we just can't help ourselves and wait till dinner. So we busted out the chips that we patiently and we were very strict, and we withheld ourselves the entire week from the Ziploc bag that contained the, what is it called, the late July chips. Mm-hmm. So they're organic, healthy chips. They're delicious though. They aren't really low fat, but they're.
I mean, no chip is healthy.
Yeah, they're not healthy. They're just a little better than Doritos, but we did get Doritos too. And then we have the sour cream mixed with the La Victoria taco sauce. Smokey wants in on this, but we always just session some snacks right before our main destiny tonight, which is going to be Giordani's. Is that how you pronounce it, Rach? Pizza?
Giordano's?
Giordano's. See, you know, I always mess up and butcher names. You've been patient on this. It's been like 7 days you've had this $6 little thing of chocolate milk from Whole Foods, which apparently it's very special.
I don't know.
Everything you've been waiting for. Let's see. Well, it should be. It's 9 grams of fat and carbs and sugar.
I don't think the sugar's that low. Or that high.
It's like 9 grams. No, it's definitely 30 grams. It's like a soda.
Well, it's
plus
delicious.
Fat. All right, so this is what we're grubbing on now. We're gonna be at the pizza place that I mispronounced badly soon.
You picked it.
Some more random snacks that I preserve in the freezer. It's kind of a weird cookie dough, not peanut butter, but it's like a protein infested lower fat, I guess cake batter or cookie dough. Edible cookie dough, birthday cake. Here's chocolate chip cookie dough. So like I said, the fat's not like nut butter high, but it's, I don't know, it's okay. Not ketogenic, obviously, it's for a cheat meal, but. And then I have last flavor, Oreo cookie dough. So I'll eat a little bit of this and put it back in the freezer. I don't want to go crazy because I'm sure if I eat all that, my stomach will be in knots and ruin my pizza later. But here's some more little weird snacks that we reserve and withhold in the freezer until our 1 day a week. All right, it's about 10:15 and we are walking on the strip. Getting to the pizza place, we've walked about a half mile, which actually isn't that bad, although it is rather cold here. So here we are, guys.
It's outside, but they have obviously heaters over us. So by Bally's, and we're about to bust into some thick ass crust. I've actually never had real Chicago style pizza, so this will be cool.
Short.
All right, appetizer, bruschetta. It's just mozzarella cheese over toast. Big deal. Some diets. Awaiting our custom. No, we didn't get a custom. We just got the classic Chicago. So on to the pizza soon. It has arrived. Here it is. Not as big as I anticipated. It looks actually really big on camera, but in person it's actually not that big. There it is, guys. We're gonna eat this because it's freaking 11 o'clock and I'm starving. I'm gonna eat some more crap after this and be miserable before I go to bed. All right, here's the place, Milk. Milk is what Rachel wants to go to. They have cereal flavored ice cream. We're gonna go hook it up. It's about 11:30, almost 12 a.m. Damn thick crust pizza sitting heavy in my stomach.
Just went to Milk Bar and we picked up, they have this crazy cereal milk flavor that tastes like cornflake milk at the bottom.
Definitely cereal milk.
I know. And so, and then he got the crack pie, and then
Crack
I
pie.
also got, it tastes like, what, Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops milk.
Yeah, Fruit Loops milk. Crazy.
And we got donut. Oh, what are the cake bites?
Oh yeah, we got cake bites too. They're like little birthday truffles.
$6.50 a 3-pack.
I heard they're good though.
This place is not cheap.
Well, it's the strip. And
It really does taste like milk, cereal milk ice
yeah,
cream. It's really
we're in Cosmo, just outside the Chandelier Bar.
1:30, just got home from the Milk Bar, and you know my routine. Had some Halo Top pistachio ice cream in the freezer. Still haven't eaten the cake balls. Still have some chips laying around. Still have a slice of Giordano's pizza left. Still gonna make myself a little bit more miserable before falling asleep, probably where I can't even roll over. Kind of like how after a show. That's kind of how what I do with my little cheat period. So this is actually, went over this before, but pretty damn good profile. So here we are at Sunday afternoon, the day after the cheat meal. And I just want to let you guys know what I typically do after an all-out cheat, where pizza, ice cream, and then I go overboard at night before I go to bed till like 3 a.m. I usually the next day am very full and satiated. Obviously, stomach can be a little disgruntled and gassy, so I don't really feel hungry or anything. So oftentimes I will literally fast longer than usual. So usually I'll fast, just incidentally around 12 hours. Day after a cheat might be 18 hours. I might even fast 24 hours and not eat till, well, not quite 24 hours, but 20 hours and not eat till 9 p.m. and work out and just have amino acids or whatever. So more so just because I want to just expedite the process of getting back into a ketogenic state. And then also I'm just bloated and I don't feel good and I'm full and I'm retaining enough water. I'll drink water throughout the day, and so glycogen's all filled up, etc. Some quick observations is that I was having some earlier issues. Remember, I skipped the cheat meal last week, and so I went 2 weeks, and I got into a really deep ketogenic state where my blood levels were testing at 3 millimolars, like consistently. However, I don't know if it's coincidentally, but my heart rate was going up where I didn't like it, in the 80s, high 70s, low 80s, and it was usually in the 60s. And then I also noticed my blood pressure was shooting up 5 to 7 points. Still. So from like 118, 115 up to 125, and I just didn't like that. I don't know if it was attributed to being in a deep ketogenic state. My body was kind of having a fight or flight or stress signal to where my heart rate was increasing, etc. But what I did notice is after the heavy cheat meal, now that I'm not in a ketogenic state, my blood pressure is lower and my heart rate's now lower in the low 70s, upper 60s. So obviously, if this is ongoing and being in a deep ketogenic state or more fat adaptive state, and I don't get used to it, and my blood pressure stays elevated, my heart rate elevated, obviously I'm gonna have to switch the nutritional plan.
or it could have been just from skipping the cheat meal and then I got in a deeper ketogenic state. So I might actually need that once every 7 days cheat meal just because my body needs to replenish and needs to recover and not stress as much. So I'm also going to show you guys, I'm going to test my blood ketones the day after a cheat. So we're gonna see how many days it takes me to get back into a ketogenic state after cheating that hard. So right now it's actually at 0.3, which isn't that bad. I thought it'd be like 0.1, but 0.5 is nutritional ketosis. At 0.3 a day after your heavy cheat meal, that's pretty cool. So that might mean I am really quite fat adapted, meaning that while I'm having those once a week cheats, I could be doing kind of a cool partitioning thing. Potentially, this is my speculation, to where I'm so fat adapted that the fat from the pizza and all that stuff is still being used as ketones, and the glucose from the pizza and all that stuff is being shuttled into muscle glycogen and liver. And so I could be going into a ketogenic state quite fast afterwards. In past, before I started recording this series, I was getting into a ketogenic state after a cheat meal, usually around Wednesday. So it'd take Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for me to get back into a deeper ketosis and have the urine strips darker too. So anyway, I will let you know obviously what I eat later and what time it is and how long the fast is. But like I said, I just like the fast the day after the cheat, and I feel great doing it. Just got out of cardio, and it's 5 p.m. Still haven't eaten, and I feel fine. I'm not hungry. Staying pretty full. And reason I'm doing cardio at 5 p.m. is we had church and other errands to run, and I had to stay productive with some work at home. So like I said, fasted for the most day after a cheat day, and if I'm hungry, I'll eat. I'm not gonna fast at a set time, 18, 17 hours. I don't know when I'll eat. I might eat when I get home if I somehow just feel starving. So just did cardio. I did 1 hour total, and then I did a half an hour on the treadmill. Then I got off, used the restroom, then I went on the bike, did 15 minutes of HIIT, 50 seconds moderate, 10 seconds blast, and then I did the final 15 minutes on the elliptical, just normal pace. So that is the plan right now, and we're gonna see how fast I get back into a ketogenic state. And so far I feel good. Like I said, my heart rate's lower after a carb up, so I really might need this carb up, which is kind of interesting because some people do really poorly with a carb up because it throws them off mentally and they feel like crappy the next day because they're not really in a ketogenic state and they're kind of trying to establish that again. But so far for me, carbing up is essential with the way I train. So we will see what I finally eat when I do later. All right, guys, I haven't eaten all day. It's 8 p.m. day after the cheat meal, and I was 241, now I'm 245 with zero food in me right now. 8 p.m. probably gonna go train. I'm gonna have maybe some coconut butter and a half avocado, so just all fats, no protein, and pump around some food from last night, and then I'll feast on some protein post-workout. So yeah, zero food today, just been working, and I'll have some fats only, just to kind of put some fat in my body for fuel for the workout, because I have plenty of glycogen from last night's pizza fest. As you can see from the scale that said 245, I'm not depleted. All right, guys, it's 10:45 p.m. This is my first meal after my Sunday cheat, or my Saturday cheat. So it's Sunday. It's 10:45. I've been fasting, I guess, for like 21 hours. And I have a piece of, this post-workout, by the way. This is a grass-fed beef and then grass-fed lamb right there. It's kind of pink. You can see right there. There's the burger. Half avocado, cauliflower mash, with sprouts. That is my meal. And I had just a little bit of coconut butter before training, just for a little bit of fats. And to be honest, my training was terrible. My lower back hurts. Everything's exhausted. So I just did a lot of width movements for my lats. No thickness, no rows. I just wasn't feeling it tonight, even though I had carbs in me. Just wasn't the best workout. So there's my meal, guys. I really wasn't hungry all day, but I'm hungry now. And I might eat a little bit more before bed, but this is it. And I didn't go catabolic. I'm still 245 pounds. I didn't shrink, and I haven't eaten for 21 hours. So Monday morning, only like a day after my cheat meal, and dark red, purple, 1.6 into the ketone blood level, 0.5 nutritional ketosis. So that's exceptional. after eating all that pizza, sugar, dessert into the night until 3 a.m. Fasted yesterday till 20 hours, had a meal before bed, and there you have it. I'm so fat adapted that I'm able to get back into ketosis within a day after cheating. So it looks like I can increase my cheat window and maybe start cheating or having carbs a little earlier instead of the evening on our Saturdays. So that's information for you guys. That's what it's looking like for me personally right now. So it looks like I'm transitioning back into ketotic state rather soon on Monday. So it's Monday morning, cheated on Saturday night into Sunday morning. So right on.